Come on, we need to get some sleep.
Mel, maybe we should just call.
We've been through this already.
I know you don't want to, but if we just knew that she was there and she was safe...
No. My gut's in a knot, too. It would be a relief to hear Dorian's voice, and I'm sure she'd be glad to know we're on our way there. We put in the call to Stonecliff now, we just tip our hand. She might panic, and then Dorian would be in even more danger than she is right now.
This is a nightmare. I am wide awake, and this is a nightmare.
I know. Just keep breathing. Sometimes it's the only thing you can do.
Do you think that Mother knows how much we love her?
Yeah. In her own way.
Maybe she's feeling it right now. I hope so. Because maybe it'll give her the strength to hang on until we can get there to help.
The highway is officially closed to everything except emergency vehicles.
Mel, we are still a ways from Canton. There's no way we're going to make it there on the back roads.
All right. We'll risk the summons and take the highway. I don't trust Charlotte Stonecliff, and I don't want Dorian alone with her a minute longer than she has to be.
If we get pulled over by the police, we'll just flash our press cards and tell them we're covering the emergency.
Cass, as far as I'm concerned, this is an emergency.
In its place?
Dorian, I'm glad to see you up and alert and ready to face the day.
Are you?
And that you had a good sleep. You certainly needed it. You were so exhausted after that long trip.
I was tired. But that wasn't the reason that I slept so soundly.
What do you mean?
That nice glass of warm milk you gave me. What did you put in it?
Another accusation, Dorian?
I'm a trained physician. I know I was drugged to the point of hallucination.
Hallucination?
Mm-hmm. When I came downstairs, I was having an out-of-body experience. And then when I went back upstairs to bed, I had a waking dream. A woman standing in my room, flowing nightgown, candle in her hand, wild gray hair, please. But at the time, it terrified me.
You're right. I gave you sedative.
And what was it?
Nothing illegal. The doctor prescribed it to help me get through some of my long, dark nights.
How dare you give it to me without telling me?
You were on edge and exhausted. You needed a good night's sleep.
And you thought you would slip me a sedative without telling me?
I know you, Dorian. You would have fought me if I suggested you take a sleeping pill.
I am not a child in your care anymore. I'm a grown-up, okay? I'll decide for myself what's best for me.
Then are you ready for some breakfast?
I'm ready for some answers to my questions.
Not on an empty stomach.
Got another surprise? Ready for my orange juice? Dorian Kramer! I'm sorry. I know that you adored my mother. You respected my father. You took the best care you possibly could of me and Addie and Melinda. But the two people that I love most in this world have shown me forged death certificates with my parents' names on them. Nobody could have arranged for that except you, so please don't talk to me about clerical errors. Let's start with question number 1. Why?
What are you doing? Why aren't we leaving here?
The manager says he needs 10 more minutes to complete the paperwork. Oh, man, this coffee is awful.
Oh, you're not kidding. Well, Mel, all I keep thinking about is if Mother is at the farm in Canton, that she can handle Miss Stonecliff on her own, at least for a little while.
I'm banking on Dorian's capacity for self-preservation.
And we don't have any real reason to assume that Miss Stonecliff is going to hurt Mother. I mean, Mother has been paying those bills for years, and they've got to be friends on some bizarre level, so... I just keep going back to my grandparents' unexplained death.
All right. Me too. To hell with this. Give me the bags. I'll go try and light a fire under my new best friend, the
Thank
manager.
you.
And before I do, check things out with Blair and Kelly before we go.
You were always irritable when you were hungry. At least have a cup of coffee.
No, thank you. I don't want another one of your soothing beverages. What I want is an explanation about those death certificates.
I can appreciate that. Unfortunately, I don't have one.
Miss Stonecliff, that isn't good enough.
After the accident, I went to Bracken County. I identified the bodies. I was given the death certificates. I brought your parents back home. I gave the certificates to the undertaker, Mr. Hart. I arranged for the burial.
I've already heard that. And it still doesn't explain why the death certificates on file in Bracken bear the names of two total strangers.
What do you want to do, exhume the bodies? Go ahead. That will satisfy you and your family and Mr. Hayes.
That would be a bit extreme.
I don't know what else to suggest. Unless you decide to trust me.
It doesn't add up, okay? It just doesn't. Not any of it. Don't you understand?
I understand you are letting the others manipulate you into a very dangerous emotional place.
When you would prefer to manipulate me yourself? What really happened?
As I've tried to make you understand, when you were a child, and as I've tried to reinforce over the years, you don't want to know the answer to that question.